Good evening, everyone. Thank you for attending this, our October meeting on October 23rd, 2025 of the Human Relations Commission of the City of Winston-Salem. I am the chair of this commission, Jason McKinney. It is a pleasure to see my fellow commissioners here and the members of the staff of the Human Relations Department of Winston-Salem. At this moment, I will call upon our Secretary, Carolyn Duncan, to call the roll. Our Secretary.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, thank you.
Commissioner Amaro requested an excused absence. Commissioner D'Agostino,
Here.
Commissioner Evans, Commissioner Hoot,
Here.
Commissioner Kumar, Commissioner Little, Commissioner Chairperson, I apologize, McKinney,
I am present here.
Commissioner Moran, Commissioner Park,
Here.
Commissioner Shu,
Here.
Commissioner Watson, and Commissioner Zula-Aga.
Present.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. We do not have a quorum, so we can't approve our minutes, nor can we approve our excused absences. However, I would just like to encourage you all to, as you are here, I know I am preaching to the choir, of being present and showing up for what we need to do. It's not a huge amount of things to do, but we do have to be here. So I thank you all for being here. It's great to see you, and glad that everyone is doing well. We do have on our agenda, there's some updates that I would like to share with you, and some upcoming event reminders. Coming up soon in, well, just a couple of weeks, on November 14th, which is a Friday, there's going to be our holiday open house. And that's November 14th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Hopefully you all can attend that. In the packet, there was a reminder about that, but if you are able, go ahead and put that on your calendar, just so we're not going to forget. That's going to be at downtown. It's an opportunity to meet the other, for people to meet us and to meet the staff. So, please make sure that you are there for that. Our annual holiday open house, which is November 14th, which is a Friday. So,
and Chair,
thank you. Yes.
I just want to give a little context to that. It will be here at City Hall. Historically, our open house has been in December, but we thought maybe to avoid some of the holiday traffic that goes on during that time, we would move it up a month to kind of kick off the holiday season to November. This is usually the time where we get to thank our internal, external partners, stakeholders that support the department throughout the year. We strongly encourage all our commissioners to come, so those partners feel welcome. You get to interact with a lot of them, some of whom you've seen at different events throughout the year. So please come out.
Do you want us to come a little early so that we are stationed where you need us to be, or anything like that?
We would love that. A lot of the folks on this call are great at planning, and I saw their faces light up when you offer that. While it's not required that you get here early, we know schedules are tight. We would love the help on that day. It's a lot of moving parts, but there will be additional information sent out, so more to come.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, we just have to notice that it's not a regular holiday open house, and for our new commissioners, this is new, and it's new actually for the established commissioners who've only been here for a couple of years. But yeah, that's different. So I've got it on my calendar. I know I have to be at a football game that evening. They moved stuff around, so but I'm going to be able to attend this meeting, which is great. Also coming up, we have on December 6th, 5 p.m., which I believe is a Saturday. Is that correct? December 6th, 5 p.m. With that March for Homeless, the Youth March for Homelessness. And that, is there any more information that we can get about that on December 6th?
Just as context, that is a part of the Winston-Salem Christmas Parade. The Youth Advisory Council, they are just one of the participants in the march, and they march for the awareness of youth homelessness, but they are part of the actual Christmas parade or holiday parade, pardon me.
Wonderful. So we've got some, they've got the parade happening. Do you know what time that the parade starts? And are we having a booth or anything to show along the parade route or anything like that? Is there anything that we're doing in addition to marching in the parade? The Youth Advisory Council?
I can't answer that question. That would be a question for Erica. I participated last year and there was no tabling. We do arrive early because there you have to get into the lineup of the parade order. But there's no tabling that occurs. It's just marching in the parade.
And this is the Youth Advisory Council, so the commissioners are not expected to march in the parade, is that correct?
If the staff, commissioners, and even our CAB members, the College Advisory Board, they would be welcome to join us as well.
Okay, if anyone is interested in putting on a holiday suit and handing out things, we can do that. I think that would be kind of fun. Human Relations Commission, why not?
And an additional note, Chair, our very own Javier will be the Grand Marshal of that parade. So
all right.
Yeah.
I can't wait. That sounds amazing. Wonderful. So please put that on your calendars so that we can support our committees and our boards and our staff. That is wonderful. Indeed. Let us go ahead and turn it over to Jelani Biggs so we can get our director and our staff updates.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, we'll jump right into our staff updates. First up, we have fair housing and landlord tenant updates. Iris will be reporting those out.
Good evening, everyone. For our landlord and tenant, we have 7 cases open. And for the year to date, that is 23. We've closed 11 for year to date. And for the month, we've closed 5. For the housing discrimination cases, we have actively ongoing 6, and we have closed 3 for the month, for the year. And for our phone calls, we are right on schedule. We've had 22 for this month and 64 year to date. And that's all. Thank you.
And Chair, I was just going to share for the group. I know one of our primary functions as an office is to investigate fair housing cases. We actually do that through a partnership with HUD. We're considered a fair housing assistance program. As like with every other federal agency, as part of the federal shutdown, we are still referring and processing cases as normal, but there is an expected delay in the response to getting those processed from HUD. Again, we expect that when we send those things in, they'll be entered into a queue just like everyone else in the country. But the shutdown right now doesn't allow us to process some of those complaints, but we'll keep the commission posted as needed.
Okay, I'm sure that's very frustrating for all involved. Let us hope that we can get a resolution and get people back to doing what they need to do, hopefully quickly. Okay, very good. Are there any language access updates that we'd like to hear?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Language access update. Yesterday, we have a visit from the Honorable Mexican Consul, Tojani Arroyo. She had the opportunity to talk to us and talk to the mayor. That's one of the first visits she do out of the Raleigh area, and she was with a special message from the Mexican president. So we went to different businesses, different areas in Winston-Salem. It was a productive area. Thanks to the whole entire group, entire office, our teammates, friends that help us out with that visit. I really appreciate that. Second, we are now going out due to the circumstances that are happening right now. People are going out to visit different houses that have been having problems with neighborhood services, with other kind of services around the city. Adolfo and I has been in a couple of home visits already, so it's something that we add to our program. So they don't have to wait until the interpreter shows up, so we go with them and explain them violation, explain them everything, what's going on, what happening at the city level. Second, tomorrow, I will be, Bob and I, both of the language access coordinators, has been certified as a certified. So community involvement, community emergency response team. And tomorrow, Saturday and Friday, I will be certified in Spanish. So we're equipped. We have all the equipment thanks to the sponsor of the city. We have all the equipment that we need to rescue people around. And due to the environment, we're starting a new podcast, probably in the next 2 weeks. Due to the environment we have right now, we're going to have the first podcast on food stamps and services. We already know if we don't, if the government shutdown continues, we're going to be probably short on food stamp. So we want to have information for the community in general, and that will be a dual podcast. Will be in English and Spanish. We are coordinating with the social services department and DSS to have those as soon as possible. Other than that, translation interpretations continue strong, continue going on. And any other question, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, Javier. Thank you.
And Chair, if I may, just from the staff updates, I did want to circle back. Colbert is at another presentation tonight, so I did want to give his update for the people and culture updates. He's been working hard to plan our Veterans Day event that will be on November 12th, again here at City Hall. Historically, what we do is to honor our veterans. We usually give them donuts and coffee here in City Hall, and also just a note to show our appreciation. So that'll be on November 12th from 9 to 11 here at City Hall. Again, commissioners are welcome to join and come out and help honor our veterans.
Wonderful. Thank you. You said that was November 12th from 9 to 11?
Yes.
All right, that's a Wednesday.
And again, we will send that in an email.
Lots of opportunities to be present. The 12th, the 14th. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
And now I think we're going to have some non-discrimination ordinance updates from Amy.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. For the non-discrimination ordinances, our hearing board has met to review a case for an appeal and affirm the original no cause determination. And there is also one current open case. The respondent has requested an extension to submit the information, and Eleanor states that could take a while, so that will be something that's going to be ongoing until we are able to get the further information. So that is on the NDO cases. For training and outreach in October, we have now had 2 trainings. In October last week, I worked in conjunction with Adolfo for Fair Housing, where we were over at Green Nest, and we led a training there with their employees and volunteers. And today I was over at Greater Winston-Salem. They had a employer choice workshop, and I wrapped their day up by talking about the non-discrimination ordinances. Today, we also finalized the Walk Your Own Path mural, which is over on Liberty Plaza. I will drop the link that shares information about what your Walk Your Own Path is, so you can see that. But I encourage everyone to go to Liberty Plaza and see the mural itself. We had 3 different artists, which are artists with different disabilities, and they use their mobility device to help them walk down the path that we created, and then we painted along back behind them, so you can see. It's really for disability awareness and that everyone is able to still get around. It just might not be in the same able bodies. And then for one other thing that there's several of us in the department are involved in, and that is with the overarching event, Christmas for the City. We are a subcommittee of that, and it is called Holidays Around the World. I believe Eleanor made a reference to it last month. But Holidays Around the World, our goal is that we could potentially have 50 different countries, holidays, traditions represented on whether it be Christmas or their such holiday that they represent. Everyone is going to be given a square footage, and they can partner with different people within their community and culture and to be able to design an entire space to represent their holiday that they recognize. We just finalized a sign-up sheet, so that will be going out. I'd love to be able to share that with you. So if you would like to participate, or you have people within your community or network that you believe would be interested in participating, we would love to see that. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you. To get some clarification, when is that going to happen? Or when is the?
When is Christmas for the City?
Yes.
That is on Saturday, December 20th. I believe the event itself starts at 1 p.m. and it goes through the evening. So it's more of a floating type of thing, but it's in the Benton Center, and they take up the whole entire, I guess this has been going on for decades. It's my first time involved, but they take up the entire Benton Center on the first and second floor. We will be the Holidays Around the World will be in 3 different spaces. We'll take up Piedmont 1, 2, and 3. And the theme is travel. So we'll have little passports for people to have, and each different area will provide a stamp or a sticker for them to be able to get pictures and then their passport stamped as they go around and see all the traditions, holiday traditions around the world.
Cool. Sounds amazing.
We're excited.
Sounds amazing. Everyone get their ideas going. I usually celebrate the winter solstice because, well, it happens every year, so why not? Great. Wonderful. Any other updates from the department?
I don't believe so, Amy. That covered the other community outreach updates as well. I know Eric didn't.
Nope, I still have Erica's as well.
I knew we have more.
Okay, so I'll do Erica's for the department outreach. So as we discussed already, so our open house will be moved to November. A few other things that will be happening to keep your minds and calendars as a reminder. So between December and January, and there will be more communication about this, will be the MLK Young Dreamers Award. So that will be something that I'm going to go down to, so they will be accepting new nominations, and voting will be, and information for that, because they'll be voting after the nominations come out. That will all be sent, information on Young Dreamers will be sent out later. Traditionally, for those that have been on the HRC, during our December open house, voting has happened. So because we are moving it up, there will be a different process and timeline for the actual nominations and reviewing of. Erica said information will be sent out to the HRC and commissioners at a later date. In January, we will have our MLK Junior Helping Hands Day of Service. In February, we'll be celebrating the Human Relations Student Awards, and that will be, from my understanding, there may be some changes that occur to that. It might not be a dinner going into next year. There might be a different process. Jelani, I see you unmuted. You might have more context to that before I go to the next thing.
Sure, just some context for that. Historically, the Student Awards Banquet has been just that, a banquet, usually at the Benton Convention Center, we're looking at that again, seeing if there's another way that may be more cost effective, but also allow us to still honor the kids and make sure they're highlighted for the night, and really presented with something that allows them to understand what their importance is, while also kind of keeping the spirit of the original event. So there'll be more to come out about that. It may be more of a reception style at a different venue, but we'll be looking into that.
Do we have a time of when that may be, whether it be a banquet or just a dinner or cocktail hour for the kids? No, we're not going to have cocktail hour for the kids, but do we know when that's going to be? It's usually in February, isn't it?
Yes, it's usually in February.
Yes, it's usually in February, and we're looking at keeping that in that time frame, but a specific date will come out.
Okay, I can't wait to hear about that. Wonderful.
We also have, to go back on the Helping Hands, that is currently set for January 16th. We will have somewhere between 10 and 15 sites around the city, and on average, approximately 200 city employees serve within those service projects.
What's the last, Amy? I'm sorry.
Yes.
What's the date for the last item you just said?
For Helping Hands, that is January 16th.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. In March, we have our Twin City Trailblazers Women History Month luncheon. That information and that date is still forthcoming. And then in April will be our Fair Housing Summit, which also will have information still to come on that. I believe that is all I have for updates on the department outreach.
Thank you, Amy. That was quite a few updates you had to share, so I appreciate that. Just to be clear, on the MLK Helping Hands Day, that is really for staff and employees. That historically is not the commission that is tasked with making that day happen. So while that is an FYI, just so you know of the department's activity, that's usually manned and executed by city staff.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you all in the staff for your updates, and thank you very much for letting us know what's going on. There's a lot. There is a lot. So we just need to put it on our calendars and keep reminding each other to be there and to show up. Quick question. Now that the open house has been moved to November, do we still meet in the month of December? Do we have to schedule that meeting? Because usually in lieu of our monthly meeting, we would have the open house. And now that that open house has been moved to November, and we've already voted to have our meeting moved to the 20th, I'm just wondering where that stands. Does that mean we do get to meet in December?
Chair, I would defer to the commission and your judgment on that. However, moving it to November does allow for us to have a normally scheduled meeting in December. Something to keep in mind for the commission, while we wouldn't be able to vote on that tonight because we don't have a quorum, is that, we're getting deep into holiday season. And so as attendance is usually a challenge that we must overcome, just keep that in mind for that December meeting.
Yeah. And that's, we can discuss it, but we can't make a decision. We can't vote on it because, as we said, we have a quorum. And that just, in this general business motion, I can't yell at you for not being here because you were all here. And it's not that I would yell at all, but, we've got a lot going on, and we just, we just have to be made aware of it. And so now this will all happen in emails. And so that's a little bit difficult to vote on now because, well, it's not possible. So we're going to have to.
As a potential idea, It could be, if we have pretty good attendance at the open house, it could be something we discuss at the open house, as whether the commission would like to have a December meeting.
Right. So during the open house, we could meet and vote. We also, later that week, we do have a meeting on the 20th where we will definitely, unless we vote on to change it, because we're meeting so much in November, but right now.
And Chair, just to be clear, that wouldn't be an opportunity to vote, only because it would need to be in a noticed meeting in order to do so. However, you could gauge interest to be voted on at that upcoming meeting, just to be clear.
All right. All right. So
I'm sorry. What
Yeah.
date is the open house on again?
the open house, to my knowledge, is now Friday, November 14th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's the holiday open house. In the fall, usually in December, now moved to November. It's going to be a fall open house.
Gotcha.
Early holiday season.
Gotcha.
I
Thank you.
don't mind at all. But, all right. Is there any other business that we need to be aware of, that we need to discuss without voting, that we need to put on the table right now? Any other new business, discussion of old business, opportunity to vent within reason? Any other business that we need to discuss right now? Any other business that we need to discuss right now? Last call, first call, second call, third call. All right. No other new business. No other commissioners that showed up for us to vote. So, there's, unless there's other things for us to discuss from the department or from the commissioners, things that they're concerned of. I do know that we still have a vacancy on our commission now. I don't know the process of how it is to be filled, but if you do know somebody who's interested and willing to serve, and they live in the city, I encourage them to apply. And if they can't be on our commission, there are other commissions, there are other boards that are available. So that way we can have our full commission, which would be wonderful. Okay. Any other business? Anything you would like to discuss? I am here as your chair to facilitate whatever you want to have facilitated. No?
No, we're great. Thank you so much for.
You're welcome. I don't even have to call a vote for adjourning because, well, we don't have a quorum. So I can just say bye. You just have to go high. But I would be open to entertaining motions at this time for an unofficial vote.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, Phyllis, by all means.
Is there, and it was already said, I apologize if I missed it. Are we going to schedule our retreat for next year, early next year or something?
I believe
or an orientation and stuff as new members?
Still in the works. I'm not exactly sure where we are. Do we have an update from the department on that, or is that still TBD?
Sure, I would consider it TBD. I do think we're getting into the height of our event season, and we want to make sure while we balance commissioner attendance at those events and making sure that you guys come out to support, that we also find a good time for that retreat and make it engaging. So more developments will be coming on that.
Okay. All right. Well, early next year. All right. Thanks.
Yes, and that makes a lot of sense. There's one thing after another, and to try and throw in the retreat right in the midst of all that, it may have to be postponed. But we're still looking to see if it's possible, especially since we're shifting the way that that we're doing the awards dinner. That's going to be a big shift as well. So things are still in transition, and we'll get the information as soon as we can. Wonderful. Anything else you would like to discuss? You like my new haircut? Very good. I like Dale's new haircut. That looks really good. It's very, very nice.
Yeah, I need to cover my hair today.
Very good. Well, if there's nothing else on your minds, commissioners and staff of the Human Relations Department here in Winston-Salem, if there's nothing else, I think we can call this meeting. We can call it concluded, and we can hang up. If there's nothing else, just go ahead and unmute yourself and say goodbye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye.